Welcome to Create Power Yoga Online. During the course of your class today, remember that all of the poses we do are modifiable and changeable. If a pose is not working for your body, please feel free to get out or find something that does work for you. Our teachers will offer modifications throughout class. Remember that yoga should have a little bit of sensation that you can breathe through, but never too much sensation or pain. Thanks for coming and enjoy class. Hi yogis, today we're doing a shorter flow based in something called the Tibetan Rites. Tibetan Rites are a set of 5 movements that are suggested that you move through daily to help keep your body mobile and strong. These 5 movements that we'll do in addition to a few other movements to create a little bit more mobility through the spine. But everything that we do will be repeating about 10 times. So get ready to flow and breathe. We are going to start in child's pose. Starting to take some long breath in child's pose. Focusing in on the weight of your hips as they sit back towards your heels, maybe even moving your hips a little bit side to side. Just noticing how your body feels today. If you're doing this class in the morning, just checking in, knowing that your body might feel a little bit stiff at the beginning of the day. Alternately, if you're doing this class in the evening, notice the effect that the day you've had on your body. Have you been sitting all day? What feels tight or sore? Just taking a few more breaths here. Take your hands, walk them over to the right. Add some length through your left side body. Doing that by pressing your left hip down and back towards your left heel. And switch sides. Come back into center. Walk your hands out just a little further. Come up into a tabletop. On your inhale, sink your belly, look up for a cow. On your exhale, cat, round your spine. Back to cow. And cat. Taking 3 more rounds of these with breath. One more set. Come back to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes under, come up to a downward dog, and just move your legs around as feels nice for you today. You could bicycle pedal your feet, press through alternate hamstrings. You might even lift one leg up and over. Just think about this as when you get out of bed the first thing in the morning and your body's feeling a little bit stiff, you stretch naturally and you don't even really think about that stretching. Do that same thing here, just allowing your body to be and to move without overthinking it. And when you're ready here, come to a couple of breaths of silence and stillness. Taking one more breath in. On your exhale, walk to the front of your mat. Take a halfway lift here and just pause. Bend your knees, get your shoulders to hip height, to knee height. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and down your back. Looking to create as long of a spine here from the crown of your head all the way back through your tailbone. And then notice your belly button with your next exhale. Lift your belly just slightly up off of your thighs like you're hollowing out your belly, your abdomen. Taking one more breath here. On your exhale, fold forward. Rise up, big breath in. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold down, exhale. One more in, reach up. Fold down. Halfway lift. Fold down. Reach high. This time bring your hands by your sides, starting the first of our Tibetan rites, bringing your arms out to the side, and this is just a movement of keeping your feet firmly planted and turning your torso from side to side. And we're doing that by adding breath. With every exhale, we're turning. For one, do that one more time slowly, exhaling. Quick passive inhale to the other side. And then speeding that up just as much as your breath can handle, doing 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And pause in the middle. Take a big breath in, reach up. Fold all the way down and step into your downward dog. Once again, taking any movements that feel appropriate here, feel natural to your body. And for our next rite, moving into a down dog all the way into an upward facing dog. And you might notice that when you come to this up dog, your toes might stay tucked underneath you for ease of that movement. So coming back into a downward dog, when you move into your upward dog, moving forward towards high plank, knitting your ribs together to support your spine and lifting your chest up towards the wall in front of you. And then exhaling back to downward dog. So again, doing 10 of these. Taking a big breath in. Exhale. And then inhaling, coming forward. Back with your exhale. Making sure your ribs are knit together. This is 4. Squeeze your glutes. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Good. Drop to your knees when you're ready. Shake your arms out. Reach one arm up overhead. And the other arm taking the other side. And coming up onto your knees here. Checking in, tall spine. Knit your rib cage together. Just looking out to protect your lower back during this next right. We're taking some little standing cat-cows here. Take your fingers, interlace them together, press your fingertips towards each other and away from you, hollowing out your spine. And turn a little bit so that you can see me, hollowing out like that cat pose spine. And then on your inhale, placing your hands on your sacrum, your lower back, and taking this little back bend. Now notice that when you take that little back bend, your rib cage knits together so that you don't have a ton of bend in your lower back. It's much more of an opening in your shoulders and chest. Think about pressing your elbows towards each other and behind you to open your heart up towards the ceiling. So again, exhaling, and then inhaling to that little back bend. For 1. For 2. Three. 4. Now, whether or not you put your head back is totally up to you. You might want to keep your chin tucked here. 5. 7. 8. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. 2 more. Last one. And coming up, rolling your shoulder blades together, you can start to feel how this really warms up your whole body through the day with just these simple side-to-side movements. Now, we're adding to our Tibetan Rites today to get some lateral movement of your spine, going side to side, which the Tibetan Rites don't have included in them. Take your right foot, step it out to the side. Arms open into a T for gate pose. Now for this movement here, we're reaching over our leg and then placing left hand down on the mat, stretching out away from the leg. That's 1. Reaching up and over. Now you breathe in as you lift up. Breathe out as you reach. Breathe out as you reach. That's 3. 4. Keeping your chest open towards the ceiling. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Step your feet together. Maybe take a little cat-cow sitting back on your heels. And just heading straight onto the other side after a moment. Sending your left foot out to the side. Taking your arms into a T. And just remembering again, your rib cage is reaching up towards the ceiling. So if you notice that you're collapsing down as you come over, can you keep your shoulders stacked one on top of the other and reach sideways, thinking about your spine bending to the side instead of curving and rotating around. Taking your exhale. For 1. 2. 3. 4. Notice your abdomen using your abdomen as you sit up. I think this is 6. 7, pull your abdomen up. 8. 9, last one. 10. Come in, sit all the way up, shake out your hands, sit back. Roll out your shoulders. And begin to bring your feet down in front of you. Starting to engage our arms a little bit here. Send your feet in front of you, arms right by your sides. Now for this movement, you're pushing into your heels and lifting up through your back body, squeezing your shoulder blades together. As you lift up, you're going up and forward to get to this reverse tabletop position. When you're up, yogis, squeeze your glutes together. That helps to extend your hips up towards the ceiling. And notice your shoulder blades also pressing in towards each other and down your back. So we exhale down and inhale up. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Shake out your hands. Very slowly lie all the way back. Send your legs straight up. I'm just fixing my mic here. Send your legs straight up. And if you'd like to, you can bring your hands gently underneath your lower back for this to kind of tip your pelvis and help your abdomen. And we notice that as we lower our legs, which we're going to do in a moment, keeping your belly pressed down towards the mat. So maybe even lower your knees for a moment here. Take an exhale and compress your belly, your abdomen down towards your mat. Feel your lower back press down. Letting that go. And then take one more exhale. Press down. Keep that abdomen engaged. Lift your legs. Now we are inhaling our way down just as far as you can go and exhaling back up for 1. 3, 4. Make sure to use your breath. 5, 6, 2 more. Last one. Awesome. Hug your knees into your chest. Take a full body stretch here. Hug your left knee into your chest. Just cooling your body down a little bit. Twist it over to the right. Gaze to the left. Find your supine twist. If your heart rate is up, just noticing lengthening your breath, slowing your heart rate down. Coming back into center. Hugging your right knee into your chest, taking the opposite side. Just noticing how your body feels now in juxtaposition to when you started. And even more importantly, how your mindset feels, how your breath feels. And come back to center, letting your whole self rest down onto the mat. And you can stay here for as long as you'd like to, as long as you have time for in this moment. Feeling your breath and body settle. Feel free to pause the video and take a longer Shavasana if you need to. When you're ready, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Turn on to your right side. And make your way to a comfortable seat. Bring your hands to heart center. In gratitude for our bodies for moving. Thank you for joining me for class today, for taking the time for yourself. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. The light in me recognizes the light in each of you. Namaste.